it works. Hold on. Open up the sign. Some blading wacky shit going on in the world right now, folks. Some wacky shit. Hey, Kieran, what's started? I just thought, well, I'm going down to collect the dog, I'll bring you with me. Whenever I wanted to join you, but just, man, the bleeding madness that's going on. You know, I think as well, the likes of the app like TikTok. I've only went back to it recently. I'm telling you, that's where all the bleeding NGOs are at the moment. They're all on TikTok, moaning and giving out and gloating, the whole shebang. Yeah, Clonmel's fucking horrible. I get enough videos sent to me as it is, but on top of that, then I'm getting the alerts, you know. And yeah, the snatch squads. I just seen a fucking snatch squad up in Clonmel, and then the guards trying to cover the cameras up, you know. So that's how you know it. That's just, they're just gone balls deep in Clonmel. Fair play to the people there, and I think even Paul Nolan went up today as well. A few of the dubs went up actually. And then I seen Philly Dwyer questioning the sergeant that's at Clonmel, and he's like, so what's your opinion on this? Like, what do you think of this? And why do you think the Irish people are reacting the way they are towards us? And he just, if you want any information, contact the Guard head office or something like this, you know, their media branch or whatever. It's like they can't even talk for themselves. Hey, Richard. I tell you, I was happy to see a good few of the old independents up in there. Could have done more. And I know I said it about my local area, about getting Kevin. And the two, your man Ron Croft, man, he's not that pissing me off, that fella. He could have just gave his leftover votes to Kev, and Kev would have got in. He was only 54 votes short of getting in. We do, Richie, we do. I was hoping that, you know, enough of them got in there that are used to going out to the assemblies. I was hoping that enough of them would get in, and then they'd all link in once they got in. Because I know that's what Andy was thinking if he had to got in, but that didn't go ahead, did it? But you're right, we do need to organise. How are you, monkey pox? And here, I'll give you the typical NPC response that I'm seeing now, especially since we were talking about Clonmel. So since that happened, you have all the NPCs out there saying, well, I know I said it in me daily ramble, but I'm going to say it again. They're all like, well, that's what you get for voting Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael in. And I'm like, who do these NPCs actually stand with? Do you know? Because they were with Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael. They were with them speaking against us. And now that the people are rising up, they're saying, well, that's what you get for voting Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael. I'm just trying to make sense of it in my head, like, where's these people's critical thinking skills? Like, do they not think before they talk? It's not that way. I've learned over the years have a good think about what you're going to say before you say something ridiculous like that. Well, that's what you get for voting Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael in. Also, so you went from standing with them against us, now you're against them and us. Do you know? It just sometimes it boggles the mind. Jay didn't even say thank you. It was rude. Monkeypox, the man, the myth, the legend. I won't ban you, monkey. If Ula comes in now, he might ban you. I know, D, it's ridiculous, you know. I'm like, that's the passing the buck thing that keeps coming up, you know, passing the responsibility on. They don't want to have any trace of responsibility, so they're happy just to bang it on someone else, mostly us, even though we're the ones out there bleeding. Ooh. Even though we're the ones out there highlighting all of this stuff. You're not monkeypox today, are you not? Yeah, Kieran, the previous 18. I didn't upload it yet, but I did a small 5-minute video on Freedom of Information Act in America, and it's about the 1975 population control bill that Henry Kissinger was behind. Under, I think it was Ford. President Ford, he was under. And he put this to the president about population control, because at the rate that the population was growing around the world, it was embarrassing for the United States. It was a security risk for the United States and the Western world. So they said, oh, you got timed out, did you? Told you second do like a period of monkeypox. But I'll upload it when I go home. But I'll tell you a little bit about it. So he goes to President Ford and he says this is a major security risk for the United States and Western countries if we don't get on top of this population. And it outlines everything, you know. 1975 it was. And it outlines everything, and it says the population in 75 was like 3.8 billion or 4 billion or something, and then it grew by 2, and now they're saying it'll only grow from 2018 to 2050, that it will only grow by 2.5 billion. I'm thinking to myself, well, they must know something then, you know, because if it's basic maths, if you're going with a population of the world of 7.8 or 7.9 billion, wherever we are now, I mean, that's going to murder 11 million. You're talking 15, 16. And this was 75. So I did put it up on TikTok, but I don't reckon it's going to last that long, because I hashtagged COVID-19 in it, so they'll probably be all over that. No problem, Grim. Have a look at the shit choices at the Clonmel ballot paper. Yeah, exactly. And in my area, hang on, there's a phone. Sorry about that. Phone call. Warren Buffett Gates. Yeah. Yeah. It's still a thing, like, even though it is coming out now and they have Fauci up there in front of the American Senate asking questions and stuff, and it looks like they're grilling them, but you know, to me that's just like an olive branch, as if to say, look, we are actually doing something about it. Do you think anything will actually happen to Fauci though? Do you know, that's the thing. Actions speak louder than words, you know. You can be up there and you can sweat. He basically was sweating and he was stuttering and everything he was. No problem, Rockers. There's a man there. Peter Corey. Have a look at him. Yeah, remember as well, we know why. We know why they go on the way they do. They full well know exactly what they're doing. And the plan is to basically drive us insane. I'm there at that point now. I can't see any other reason why things are happening the way they're happening, you know? I mean, it gives the government relevance. Like, it gives them a reason for being if you have all this chaos happening in Ireland. So that's why I honestly believe they're the ones causing all this. Well, we know they're the ones causing all this because they're keeping the borders open. I've been angry for fucking ages. You've probably heard me in a few videos when certain instances come up, like it's the young ones, man. I feel so bad for the bleeding children, you know. Here's stories of young ones getting raped and by multiple males. It's just like makes me want to fucking just smash them. Like, why aren't fucking people up in arms over it? You know what I mean? Come on, just put like. I have a daughter, but I don't need to be put in that position to know what it is. It's a natural human instinct, you know, to say to yourself, this isn't fucking right, something has to change here. Who are you deleting, Ulick? Is it monkeypox? Say hello to Joni first. Girls missing in Bray, Ballymun, Athy, from what I hear, yeah. And just general attacks on them, like girls say coming home from a night out or something, getting dragged into lanes. I've heard a few stories like that. And like I'm not with the partner anymore, but even when she goes into town with the workmates and all, I do be fucking like, I'm not with her and I don't owe her anything, but I still like, oh, that's not Martin. I still like, she's the mother of my child, you know. So I still have that heart-sinking moments when she says that she's going out with the girls in town. I'm just like, okay, well, just ring me when you're on your way home safe. How are you, charming? I just thought I'd bring you on a little walk. I'm going to collect my daughter, so. Low grim. Yeah, I'd give you a movie to watch. I watched it last night. The Devil Conspiracy. Very good movie. I won't say too much about it. Let's tell you about a little bit of the plot at the start, right? So there's a guy who's into genetics, and he's figured out a way of impregnating women. But although they have to have the right blood type and all this, right? And he's impregnating women with DNA from the likes of people like the geniuses of the world, so like Michelangelo, you know, all these, Beethoven, and the women give birth to these children, and they're geniuses, and it's like a big market they have set up, and people are bidding like 20 million. How much? Here's the DNA. Here's the baby with the DNA of Michelangelo in him. I'll start the bidding at 40 million. And like people like 60 million, 80 million, 100 million. But they eventually want to get the Shroud of Turin. So they go and rob the Shroud of Turin, and they want to clone Jesus. But like, listen, I won't say any more about it, but just go and watch it if you can. The Devil Conspiracy. It's a good movie. Film The Purge. Only the wrong people, of course. Grim, yeah. How are you, Paul? Story and lady. He got bleeding chased down the road again, being asked, didn't he? O'Gorman, the other day. Everywhere he goes now, that comes up. As the DNA be rough after all. It's a good movie though, Kieran. Go check it out. had me glued to the monitor. I was. There's a big thing happening on the 1st of July, if you can get out, Phoenix Park. Everyone's going, another way I'm doing the readings of the Constitution. Everyone's bringing that Constitution book up. And they're going outside old Higgins' gaff. I did watch Snakes on a Plane. Terrible movie. Terrible movie. No problem for Neil. It's very good. There's a few moments in it where I don't know. It's like it's because the method in which they do it. Like it's, I think that's what bleeding. Probably not trying to resurrect Jesus from the blood of Turin, but I reckon that's what Epstein was doing on the island. All these genetics. Mad for it. How are you? Out with Luna, are you? Good man. Fucking day for it, huh? Bleeding lovely out. I got me bleeding jack arms sweating. I'll take that in a minute. Oh, the Gringotts. What? Ulrich, what's he saying? He's not saying something bad, is he? No, he's just in for a laugh. A banter, I think. I'm going down to collect my daughter, so I said I'll take us for a walk for an hour. An hour and a bit. Oh, that incident as well outside Domino's. Now, when Paul Fitz went down, he said he was talking to locals and they said that 2 lads were killed, basically. But now loads of people are saying it was just a lad who had his leg sliced. But still, like, fucking machete attacks, come on, I know it's not as bad as 2 murders, but jeez, he only went there for a pizza. Oh. You're having a laugh with him. Yeah, should have got the bleeding clothes out on the line before I left the gaff. I could bleed now. So, yeah, Kieran, Paul Fitz was there and he was saying he was talking to locals and the locals had told him that it was a double homicide. But every time, and there were people all in the video that I did on a comment and saying, nah, it was just one lad that got attacked. But I'm like, alright, attacked, still a bleeding machete attack, isn't it? Do you know? Oh, hang on a second. Just put these down here for a minute. Ganglands. Air cold ganglands. There was there's another attack up beside the Circle K garage in Basket Lane. There's another attack there as well. I'm sure it's just a coincidence that it's right beside the Holiday Inn Hotel. Okay, that's interesting. I'll look into that as well. I love to chat for this because you get all these tips. Right. I think I understand it now. You aren't the one holding the... Oh, he's gone already. I was going to reply to him. You aren't the one holding up the bleeding phone with the Twin Towers on it, were you? Monkeypox. Is that you? Jackie. Exactly. When it comes to the votes again, right? I know I'm going to go back to it again, but I think the ones that were running there and got pretty close. I know it's waiting a few years, unless of course an election gets called, like everywhere else is getting a snap election called. Where was it? France and Belgium. Both of them called a snap one. I think Macron's shitting himself because all the far-right populists are joining in. All the far-right populists are joining in and getting voted in everywhere. That's the ex's car there. She tried to give me a lift, but I said, no, I'll walk down with just. Me auntie who's in Australia is thinking about coming back to Ireland. Like the whole rest of the family are like, no, don't do it, stay here. It's like, Australia's not much better off. Australia's gone proper bleeding totalitarian. Yeah, Maria Le Pen come in. Like it. Yeah, I'll have to look into that, man. It's very interesting. What was I talking about before that? Oh, so yeah, just if we can get a good few people up there on July 1st and just bring up your Constitution book. I'm gonna continue doing the readings out of it, but I find myself having to redo them 2 or 3 times because I do stumble with a lot of words. And going through that book, there's some words that it's like the first time I've ever come across them as well. I'm learning a lot from it. I'm currently on. I did the state. I did the public, and I did the president. So I think there's another 12 or 14 chapters in it, but I'll get through them all. What did Richard say? Damn. Yeah, the hints were everywhere, weren't they, Richard? The hints were everywhere. Oh, that's a nasty wrist. Even running up to the boats in front of that's what wrecked my head, was when they did the force count. All the supposed far rights, they were all like really high up the table, but then when it came to like after the 10 count, you had all the other parties giving their votes to the other parties, purposely avoiding the independents. And like, that's not showing people what these parasites are all about. I don't know what will. They're willing to give their points to opposition party members to retain keeping the same parties in there. And bleeding, that the one that really boiled me blood was that O'Riordan fella. He got in over boiling. I was like, oh, the bleeding, one of the most biggest weasels we have. And he gets sent over to Europe now to represent. He's gonna be an animal. When you see the things he's going to try push when he's over there in the EU. Actually, whatever the EU say, he'll bend the knee to that fella. That O'Riordan. I think a few of the IFP lads got in as well, didn't he? So that's a good thing. He's a bleeding Gill's being nice to him. I cannot stand him. I can't even, like, just looking at him, you know. He's so pompous. And he thinks he's... I was there that night. Do you know that interview he gave with, I think it was Philly Dwyer. Like, he gave Philly Dwyer a few seconds before they all got the memo that be aware that Philip Dwyer's in the area type of thing. We were on the bridge in Fairview and he was asking them, would you not come down and speak to the people? They were literally at the other side of the bridge. Would you not come down and speak to the people from the local area? He says, what would I talk to them for? Like, they're all bleeding. They're all fascists and racists. And he's the guy that got in. Hey, Frankie. You just joined down and got off now. Just got in to collect my door. Nice to see you, though, man. And you don't want to bleed now, any of them. See, I've had the last... I was never really into the... How's it going, man? Alright? You watching me now, are you? I was that there watching the live. So, yeah, it's a good thing you don't know any of them. Like, when I was younger, I was never into the politics. I never had time for it. I was always busy going watching football or blah. But I think it's time people do pay attention to what these people are doing, because these are the ones who are dictating and writing our laws, you know. I tell you, lately, the last there's Bezos, monkeypox again. The last 3-4 videos when I've been out walking about, it's just people stopping me going, Saladin? Do you want to name Saladin? You just know me from my voice when I'm walking by them. It's weird. What I'll do is, since I only did a short live now, I'll do a live on my phone later, so we can catch up and have a chat. There was a few more things I wanted to talk about there, but I'm gonna have to sit in the car now. Yeah, do you know what? Daniel, I'm going to try get up to that. It's a fair bit out for me now. I'm in Dublin, but I don't care. I'll try my best to get there. It's only a train journey, isn't it? Yeah, fucking Marxists. Indeed, Jasmine, need more numbers, more feet, and when we are out there, what we used to do was stop main ports of entry, so either the docks or the airports, and they seem to send more of a message. Like, more people will talk about it. Last year we stopped the airport for like 4 hours. It was like trending everywhere. Everyone was aware of it. But listen, I'll go live later. I'll put a scheduled one up, right, for tonight, and it'll be on my phone, but I can still, like, obviously interact with you and all, so I will do. I'll talk to you soon, right? Did she? Ah, cool. I'll have a look at that, Paul.